Hey, Bulls, how's it going? How's everyone doing on this beautiful day? Just taking you guys through the Central Experimental Farm here in Ottawa. Beautiful, gorgeous day. Beautiful scenery. Beautiful everything. Just like, life in general. So I hope you all are doing great. We have some cool things to show you today. Aldemir is taking huge steps forward and getting closer and closer to getting on your plate. So I'll show you a little bit of that in a minute. And then we'll go ahead and we'll have an interview with Oleg and George. So Oleg is the guest, and George and I'll be interviewing him. So very cool things to come. So look forward to that.
Okay, here's Aldemir's first magic class, the Green Crafter. Has a green whip, goes ahead and gets this deer, which drops some loot. Very nice, look at that. Progressing super nicely. Next we see the town of Laketon, which is the starter town. So you can see here, walking through, the workshop, general store. You can open the door and see the merchant in there. And this is the saloon with the rancher, general store, market with the trader. And over here to the left, there's the land office and the saloon with the innkeeper. And of course, there's the bank. So lots and lots and lots being added in nice and quick. The team is really on a roll. And lastly, of course, we can see the UI upgrades here. So there's items, there's color to the health bar, and to the bottom right, you can see a hunger gauge, water gauge, and life gauge. So things are coming along really nicely and quite quickly. So very excited to see how things pan out.
Now let's go ahead and do our interview with Oleg and George.
So today we're interviewing Oleg, who has graced us with his appearance here. And of course, you know George, so we're just going to go ahead and ask a few questions and get to know a little bit more about our star community members, starting with Oleg. So, Oleg, could you please introduce yourself briefly to us?
Yeah, of course. Well, as you guys already know, my name is Oleg. I currently live in the Netherlands and I work as a project manager for a Dutch company over here. And when I have time over, I like to invest, especially in crypto, to try and get out of the rat race. And when I have time, I really enjoy gaming.
Okay, hello Oleg. How are you? I hope you are doing well, bro.
Yeah,
Uh,
doing fine.
we are really happy to have you with us today, uh, because you are one of the best players in the Ordnam community. So I would like to ask you something. So first of all, what was the thing that caught your attention the most when you started playing Ordnam?
Well, it was actually two things. The first one was the possibility to mix and match all the orders. That way you could come up with unique strategies, and other players would not know how to go on about it. Of course, that was short-lived, as other top players soon found out when, okay, that's the strategy, and they started copying it. So after a few times beating them, then it was time to start over. And the other part that caught my attention in the beginning was the possibility of winning packs while grinding the game, especially in the first stages.
Yeah, metas definitely always take front and center and always the hardest part to balance in these types of games. So, keeping on that, what is your favorite current deck playstyle or card?
Well, I really enjoy mixed decks. So just one pure deck I don't normally play. I normally play mixed. And after the last update, I found myself mainly playing with Necros as the base deck. And normally I would combine it with Potentus. And of course, Bringer of Death and Join the Ranks were always part of the mix.
Oh, that's amazing. Much better than my Zap deck I kept hitting George with.
Of course, the bringer of this, it has to be there.
Yeah, it couldn't miss on that deck.
Yeah. Okay, that's great to hear, really. So speaking of the community, how has your experience been with the Ordnam community so far?
Well, to be honest, it's been incredible. The Ordium community has always been open, helpful, no matter did you know a lot about Ordinem or you never even played card games. There was always someone ready to help, and it really felt like family, like a one big family.
Absolutely. One of the best online communities I've ever seen is Ordnum. Just pure
Yeah.
inclusion, positivity. It just screams everything about what Playable really is.
Yeah.
On that note, if you were to add one card or new feature into the game, what would be the one feature or card you'd love to just see to evolve the game up and bring it to the next level?
Well, for me, it would be a feature, and I would like to see weekly quests that
Hmm.
allow beginners with starter decks to be able to start winning packs a bit faster.
That's actually fantastic.
Yeah, it is. That leads me to ask you about the future. So, what are you most excited about the Ordnum future for Ordnum future?
Well, for the future, I'd like to see the game back online and start with weekly or monthly competitions and be able to see how the top players start fighting with each other.
Love
Amazing.
that. Would love
Mhm.
also, and I'll add on to that, I'd love for us to be able to have a mode where people can watch games, like just pop in to like a side lobby and just be able to watch the game live and just cheer people on. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Great question. And I
Yeah.
love it absolutely. Once the DAP comes back up and everything turns back on, Ordnum is the game, in my opinion, to keep an eye on. Well, and Pixieland and all the other ones. But we love Ordnum.
Yeah.
So, last question. What, in your opinion as a community member, makes Playable different from other gaming projects out there?
Well, I think there are two big differences. The first one, the transparency of the founders, especially Old Bull. No matter if you're a node owner, gamer, or investor, you're always up to speed. You always know what's going on, and the team is completely transparent there. And the second thing is that this isn't built as a game project with a few devs. This is structured as a real business with specialized departments that cover all aspects of the crypto gaming company that's been built. So I think those are the two really big differentials between other game companies.
I love it. And for everyone, when Oleg says we're built as a business, we really are. We're all doxed. You can go into the website, the company website, and see all of our LinkedIn profiles, who we are, where we live, all of our information. We do not hide. There's no hiding here because we take full accountability for everything. This is a long-term business, not just a short-term project. So thank you, Oleg. That's amazing. George, I'm going to hand it to
Yeah.
you to just finish things off.
Okay. That was our last question. So thank you again so much for joining us today, Oleg. We really appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts and experience with us. It's always great to hear from players like you. We wish you the best of luck, and we look forward to see you in Ordnance. So thank you again.
A pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you guys very much. Thank you, George, for co-hosting. Thank you, Oleg, for taking the time of your day to be here. And we'll see you guys, as always, in the channels.
In the chat.